Mount Rainier National Park is one of the most beautiful places to visit in Washington. If you live here in Washington, you must visit at least once, and if you live out of state, it's definitely worth the trip. Here are 5 tips to help you plan your visit. Tip number 1, get there early. The parking lots can fill up very quickly, especially on a summer weekend. We arrived at the park around 7:45 on a Saturday morning, and we only had to wait about 5 minutes at the entrance to buy the pass. However, as we were leaving the park, the line at the entrance was at least a mile long. Tip number 2, the park pass is valid for 1 week. If you will be in the area, there are so many different hikes and so much sightseeing to be done. I would definitely recommend coming multiple days and just seeing everything that the park has to offer. So we're hiking up to Mount Fremont Lookout today. It's 8:30 on a Saturday. Already quite the crowd. We'll see how long it takes us to get there. It's about a 5.5 mile hike. Correction, I believe it was 5.6 miles round trip. It took us about 3.5 hours to do, and that was with us just resting and taking our time. Okay, tip number 3, check the webcams and the weather before your visit. And you can do this on the National Park Service website. They have all of the webcams. They have the weather up there, the current air conditions. The weather changes pretty quickly on the mountain, and you want to make sure you will have a nice view of the main attraction, Mount Rainier. Yesterday or actually 2 days ago, it was very smoky, and then yesterday it rained here, and now the air is just super clear. Tip number 4, as with any wild animals, please do not feed the wildlife. On our hike, we saw so many of these cute little chipmunks, and yes, they're so adorable, they're photogenic, but the reason why they come up so close is because they associate humans with food. And as we were eating our lunch, we had to constantly shoo them away. One of them even ended up jumping into my mom's lap and stealing her food away. It was hilarious at the time, but we have to remember that they are wild animals and human food is just not good for them. And I guess that's just a safety tip in general. I mean, if you want to get bitten by a chipmunk, be my guest. But if you want an enjoyable trip, I wouldn't recommend it. And finally, tip number 5. Remember to take a moment or 10 to take in the beauty. As someone famous once said, no camera can capture what your eyes can capture. No matter where you live, you are surrounded by a beautiful, intelligently designed creation. I encourage you to get out there and see for yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you here next time. Bye!